Good morning, everyone. I am Ashwita, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Christ Jayanti College. In today's class, we are going to discuss about budgetary control. First, we will see what is the meaning of budget. As you know that budget is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specific future period of time. What is the meaning of budgetary control? So the budgetary control is nothing but a system of controlling the cost through budget preparation. Next we will see what are the objectives of budgetary control. The first one, the budgetary control helps to plan and control the income and expenditure of organization. When you know how much money you are having and how you have to spend your money, you can plan for your money. And when you have a proper plan, you can control the money. So the budgetary control will always help the organization to control the money, both income as well as expenditure. Next one, it helps to maximize the profit. This particular point is connected with the previous point. When you control the cost of a particular production process, automatically your profit of the organization will increase. Why? Because the profit is equal to selling price is equal to cost plus profit. For example, cost is 5 rupees, profit is 5 rupees, and the selling price is 10 rupees. Now what happened? The cost is reduced from 5 to 3. So what will happen? Your profit will increase from 5 to 7. Okay. So that is why when you control the cost, automatically your profit of the organization will increase. Next one, provides adequate capital for the working management. Okay, working capital. So whatever capital required for your day-to-day business operation, for that a sufficient amount of capital will be provided in case if you are having a proper budgetary control. The next point, the coordinates the activity of different units in an organization. If you take an organization, there are different departments like sales, purchase, production. So various departments in the beginning of the year itself, the budget will be allocated, like how much amount you have to spend for which activity. So everything will be clearly mentioned. Okay, so that is why what will happen, because of this there will not be any miscommunication or misunderstanding between the various departments. And the last one, it helps to evaluate the performance. See, when you have a proper plan, like how much you have to spend, so you can compare, am I spending in a proper way? Okay, whether my work is happening within the budget whatever I decided. So all those things you can evaluate, like whether you are doing excellent or good or average or poor. Okay, so that is the advantage of budgetary control. Okay, the next one we will go for classification of budget. The budget is classified first thing based on the function. Based on the function, the first one is a sales budget. So the sales budget is a financial plan which shows how the resources should be allocated to achieve the forecasted sale. Forecasted sale is nothing but planned one. See, for example, I have a target of selling 50,000 units in this particular year, in the financial year. So to sell 50,000 units, how much finance is required? Okay, how much resources I have to allocate? So all those things will be decided under the sales budget. The second one, the production budget. So based on your target sale, you have to do the production. See, for example, I told you previously the example, like I need to produce 50,000 units. I need to sell 50,000 units. So if you want to sell 50,000 units means you have to produce that much. Okay, so based on your sales target, the production budget will be prepared. Under this, what they will decide? Under this, they will decide how many units of product is to be produced to meet the sales requirement. Okay, and the last one, labor budget. And I mean, under the functions, the last point is a labor budget. So the labor budget will decide how much labors are required for producing a particular product. So if I have a target of producing 50,000 units, for producing 50,000 units, how much laborers are required? So that plan will be done under labor budget. The next one is a capital expenditure budget. What is a capital expenditure? Capital expenditure is nothing but the amount which we are spending on the fixed assets. So that's why the capital expenditure includes all the initial investment of the cost of an organization. When you are starting any business, like how much you have to spend for land, how much you have to spend for building, so all those things will be decided under the capital expenditure budget. Then research and development budgets. As you know that research and development plays a very important role in the success of the organization. So what every organization will do, a major amount of their money they will spend on the research or development of new product. Okay, the next one, the classification based on time. So we have two things here. One is a long term budget. So the period of this particular budget is 5 to 10 years. Any budget, if you are preparing between 5 to 10 years, then it is called as a long term budget. And another one is a short term budget. So short term budget is nothing but the period of time for short term budget is less than 5 years. Next one, the current budget. What is the meaning of current budget? So the current budget is nothing but the budget expenses for day-to-day activities. Today I am doing the business. So for my today's activities, how much money is required? So that we are going to discuss under the current budget. Okay, next one, the classification based on rigidity. The first one is based on function, the second one is based on time, the next one based on rigidity. Rigidity means what? Flexibility. Okay, how, whether you can change it or you cannot change it. So based on that, the first one is a fixed budget. As the name says, fixed budget is a budget that does not change or which will not increase or decrease in the level of output. Whether you are producing 5,000 units or whether you are producing 10,000 units, the amount of budget remains same. That is called as a fixed budget. The second part is a flexible budget. I am very sure you know the meaning of flexible. Flexible means nothing but we can change it. Either you can increase or you can decrease according to the level of output. So that is called as a fixed budget. The next one is a zero budget. Maybe this particular concept is new to you. So zero based budgeting is a method of budgeting in which all the expenses must be justified for new periods. See, for example, I was having 50 laborers and I prepared the budget based on 50. Now I am increasing my laborers to 50 to 100. So what will happen? A new budget should start from zero. From the scratch I am starting a new budget for 100. I am not like increasing or decreasing with the previous budget. So that is called as a zero budget. Okay. So these are about the what and all we discussed, like meaning of budget, as well as meaning of budgetary control, objective of budgetary control, and the last part we discussed about the classification. Okay, thank you so much for listening.